I wish you could see that I'm using a cardboard box as my soundproofing.
Yeah. I have an actual sound booth, but
I'm poor. I live out of a cardboard box.
No, you don't. You live in a giant house.
Whatever. Who fucking cares? I want to talk about going.
You're gonna inherit a shit ton of money.
I already did.
Oh, you bastard.
Yeah. Thanks for buying me lunch the other week. It's really nice of you. You poor motherfucker! Someday you'll be buying my lunches. And I'll be living in a doghouse in your garden. You can live in my basement, that's fine.
Oh, cool. Basement?
Or the loft.
Can I turn it into a film studio?
I guess.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna hang some
I'll buy you a
lights.
film studio.
Wow. I'll make porn. So much porn. I'm gonna find so many women and I'm gonna be like, you're gonna fuck this guy. Are you okay with that?
Not in the house of Jesus, Dan.
Oh.
You can do it across the street. I'll buy you another house.
Oh, cool. A porn house?
Yeah, a porn house. That sounds like a title for a film.
Yeah.
Porn house. It's like a romantic comedy about like a guy who's like in love with a girl, so like he like pays her a lot of money to be in porn so he can fuck her.
Make it like a guy. He inherits his grandparents' house when they die.
Yeah.
He's like a 23-year-old virgin, say that.
Yeah, he's a virgin. He's got to be a virgin.
Yeah. He decides, because he really likes some girl, and he's like started dating this girl, but he's like, he thinks that she's a slut or something.
Yeah.
And so he's like, I have to get experience in sex. So he starts like...
Oh yeah, he just starts fucking
paying
a bunch of
prostitutes.
first, yeah.
And then he starts like going like...
Hey, I could make money off of this.
Yeah.
So he starts like a
porn
thing.
Yeah, and he starts making pornographies on like just some just make up like Pornhub, and he makes like the most popular trending Pornhub videos of all.
Because he just does like really weird shit because he wants to try everything out.
Yeah,
so he does like a video on like absolutely every style of porn.
Yeah. Judd Apatow, please produce. Please produce. Zack makes a porno by himself with no Mary.
What do we call it? Pornhouse.
Yeah, Pornhouse.
Pornhouse. Zack and Miri make a pornhouse.
Yeah.
Who's starring? Channing Tatum as our 23-year-old virgin.
Josh Gad.
Yeah, I don't like Josh Gad.
But for a virgin role.
No one sucks dick like Josh Gad.
I feel like Dave Franco is the go-to plays a virgin guy.
No, I feel like Dave Franco would be his friend that wants to like help him because he wants to fuck a bunch of chicks as well.
Yeah.
I feel
like
we need like a Michael Cera type. It's just like you look at them and you think, yeah, he's a virgin.
Yeah.
Michael Cera or like Jesse, fuck Jesse Eisenberg actually. Yeah, Michael Cera. I like Michael Cera.
Yeah, he's fun.
Or mini Seth Rogen. He was in
Mini Seth Rogen.
21 Jump Street.
Do you know Jonah Hill?
Jonah Hill, yeah. Jonah Hill.
He's not a mini Seth Rogen.
Yeah, they're practically the same person.
He's not.
Do like a face swap of both of them, you won't be able to tell the difference. As long as it's like Seth Rogen without his beard. That's my Seth Rogen impression. It's better than Drax. I don't even want to do it.
Yeah.
All the Spike.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Pornhouse.
Oh yeah, Pornhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go for Michael Cera.
A guy who just gets really off track, and so like he just starts like taking this girl out on like fancy dates because he's got like so much money.
Yeah.
And he completely forgets that he's supposed to have sex with her.
No.
He gets an STD.
I was just about to say it, and then he realizes,
fuck her.
Yeah, she wants to fuck him, and he has to be, and she's like, "Oh, I want to take your virginity away from you," and he's got to be like, "Oh, gee,"
and he has to like pretend he's like super like religious
Yeah.
now, like.
Actually, I'm a Buddhist. And...
See, we should actually like start setting aside things to like produce some of these like short films or.
Yeah, I want to make like a short comedy trailer for Pornhouse.
Yeah.
I want to be the guy, backseat the virgin guy.
No.
I know you are a virgin, but
hey, I'm not a virgin. I've had sex with more
women. You raped a girl. It doesn't count.
I didn't intend to. It just kind of happened halfway through.
Can we tell the story? Can we upload this on YouTube? I mean, you're under a disguise anyway. It's a funny story.
I guess. Okay, so
we got to include this in Pornhouse. Your story of how you fucked a girl and she fell asleep, so you just continued. You went to prison for 3 years.
No, I didn't continue. Okay. So I went to a wonderful MCM Comic-Con. I met this nice girl there. I hung out with her. I spent the day with her. This like stranger who I just met on the day. We had a nice time. We talked about comic books and video games, mangas, animes, movies, music. We had tons of these common interests. Then at the end of the night, when it's like, well, I guess I'll go back to the youth hostel where I'm stuck sharing a room with like 6 dudes. Mm-hmm. It's got all that dude smell. Then she's just like, why don't you come back to my hotel instead? And then I was just like, hello. So I went back to her hotel with her. But we were both really tired because we'd basically been at a convention. Like, we both were in the queue from like 8 in the morning to make sure we got in for like 9. And we didn't even get in until like 11 because the queue was that fucking long. And that's how fucking busy it was. Yeah, basically we just spent the whole day together. And yeah, it was like 2 in the morning and we were just wandering around. Just like, I just went back to her hotel. And we just kind of started like doing stuff, fooling around. And then like, we were banging at one point. And I realized she was asleep during sex. And I did the gentlemanly thing where
finishing quickly.
I considered finishing in her, but I decided, no, that is rape. I pulled out and jacked off and, like a gentleman, just bursted my load on her chest.
And then cleaned it up without her knowing.
No, I didn't clean it up, I just went to sleep.
And that is the story of how Dan lost his virginity.
Please, don't tell anyone.
See, I just went out with a fat girl. It's much easier.
Yeah.
They do what you want. They're so desperate.
I spent a whole day getting to know a girl. Genuinely developed interest.
Sounds nice. Who was she dressed as?
Nothing.
She was naked?
No, she was just wearing normal clothes.
Oh. Okay. Were you dressed up?
No.
Oh, okay.
We're just next to each other in queue.
Yeah, it's a good sign when a girl falls asleep when you're fucking her. It means you're doing a good job.
Yeah.
It's like you're soothing her. You're like putting her to sleep. You know, it's good. You're like Mantis from Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh yeah, she just put people to sleep.
When you touch people, you put people to sleep.
Man, that'd be a great rapist power. You could alter their emotions so they're horny.
How would we include this in Pornhouse? And then you can put them
to sleep.
We include that in Pornhouse? Like maybe one of the prostitutes that's...
Yeah, no, it'll be the thing of he's asking his best friend for advice about how did you lose your virginity? Uh-huh.
And then he tells your story.
Yeah, and just like go into like great detail, like make it all like just like spice it up, make it sound like lovey-dovey, like oh yeah, you know.
Like really romantic.
Yeah. And then just be like, she fell asleep.
Yeah.
and
said I had a pencil dick.
I pulled out and I just started while she was asleep. Going in style.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. I want to talk about Pornhouse.
Yeah. Pornhouse.
Pornhouse. Sounds like a frat house.
Yeah. Oh, like we should like we had another like movie idea that we talked about in one of them.
Yeah, I can't remember what that was.
Yeah.
Did you include it?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
That probably gives away the idea of the movie. Yeah. However, it's a work in progress.
Yeah. So what's the conclusion? The guy wants to fuck a girl. And he makes a poor... but then he gets an STD.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want the girl to know, so he pretends to be religious.
Yeah. And so he gets to the point where the girl is also religious.
Oh, she wants to get married, and he's like, oh no, I'm going to keep shooting my porn.
Oh god, oh no.
And now he has a choice to make.
Yeah.
Oh no, but the girl wanted to take his virginity, so...
Or did she?
Oh no, maybe
she wants to.
Maybe he starts pretending he's religious, but he accidentally converts her to his religion.
Yeah.
And then she's like, yeah, maybe we should wait until marriage. And then she's like, why don't we get married? And he's like, oh, I fucked up. Oh, gee.
Oh no.
And it's like now he has to make a decision between his porn house and his girl house.
Yeah, he can either have his dream girl, or he can
have his dream job.
Yeah, be rich, get to fuck a bunch of women,
get a bunch of STDs.
Yeah.
And during this, he's getting his STD. What STD does he get? Is it a bad one, or is it?
I'd say something.
AIDS.
I'd say it should be HIV, but should turn into full-blown AIDS.
The The film should end with just him dying of AIDS.
Yeah.
It'll end like the Eazy-E movie. Fuck, what are they called? The NBA? NWA?
NWO?
Oh, Hood. It's the Ice Cube movie. Rap music.
Straight Outta Compton.
Straight Outta Compton. Eazy-E gets AIDS and dies in the end. That's how Pornhouse will end. It's called the main character Michael.
Yeah, that's
because he's played by Michael Cera, so fuck it. So Michael gets AIDS and dies.
I thought you wanted to be Michael Caine.
Oh, I don't want. If I have to die of AIDS, no.
You could have died of AIDS.
Chlamydia is not AIDS. It just hurt when I pee. But at least my girl didn't fall asleep. Yeah!
But the other ones didn't.
There was other ones?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh wait, yeah, you've slept with more people than me at this point.
Yeah, I've slept with 4 girls.
Yeah, 4 times. Like 1 time each.
No, like 6 times.
Fair enough.
6 sexes.
Is it better to have sex with multiple girls a couple times, or have sex with a couple girls like so many times that you can't even remember?
I don't know, like they've all had like varying body types, so I've at least had like a variation of women.
Yeah. Well, I had a fat girl and I had a really hot girl, so
that's 2 variants. So it'd be the montage of all the wonderful scenes of like getting laid, getting progressively better, and more production effort into stuff. You just get stuff like, like lead character is fucking some girl, and then just like a knock on the door, someone walks in, and is like, pizza delivery, and then the girl's like, oh, I could use a little extra sausage, and then he's like, little sausage coming up.
No. The pizza guy, it would be an actual pizza guy. Like they would call for pizza, and the guy like knocks on the door, and he's like, pizza delivery, and they open the door, and he sees like all the girls fucking, and like one of the girls comes up to him, and she's like, why don't you come inside? And he's just like, oh, it's like, this is what every pizza man has dreamt of for years.
And then he's later shown like just not work. There's like he's like lost his job or something.
Yeah, he gets fired because he gets found in the actual like because he's wearing like the brand name of like Domino's or whatever.
I just kept giving away free pizzas for blowjobs.
Yeah, and then like the house, like the plumbing starts to break down, so they call a plumber, and then the plumber fixes the thing. He's like, "How are you going to pay?" And they're like, "I don't think we can afford to pay." And then all the girls just start like,
I mean, we've got a bunch of girls in the basement. If you want to be in a movie.
I don't know, put a bag on your head. You won't get fired like that pizza guy.
Well, I mean, if it's a plumber, most plumbers do private stuff now.
Yeah, maybe.
I like plumbers. What profession? We'd want Michael Cera with Jonah Hill as the... you want like a chubby friend character who'd be the director of all the things.
It's essentially a sequel to Superbad at this point.
Yeah. Fuck it, McLovin, he'll be there for some reason.
Oh no, he's the one that's producing it. Yeah, or he's the one that's like editing all the videos and stuff. Like he keeps trying to like star in them because he wants to fuck some of the girls, but they just refuse.
That's why I think he should come in as a pizza delivery boy.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And then the whole thing is, what? No, that's not in the script. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that'd be great actually. You could just have a whole bunch of random cameos. You could even get like porn stars to cameo in the film.
Yeah, fucking all this stuff. Get them all in there. Sell the script.
Yeah.
Check, please. Hollywood. Pornhub. Brazzers. Somebody.
Please give us money on our Patreon to kickstart Pornhouse.
Yes. It won't be actual porn unless we get enough money. If we get enough, it'll be actual porn. I assure you.
We need enough to hire Michael Cera and Jonah Hill.
Yeah. Either.
And McLovin.
Well, it depends. Depending on how much.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I don't think they do porn for publicity.
Well, yeah, it doesn't have to be real porn. You know,
yeah, it would pretty much be like it would be like the setup, and then it would just like pan over to like the reaction of the guy filming, or like a pathfinder on a camera, where it's kind of like blown out, so it's too bright to see or something.
I have an idea. I'm coming up with it in my head. I'm just finishing it. But it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
I'm having a headache with pictures. You mean an idea? love Futurama.
A headache with pictures. Where did you get that?
Futurama.
Oh, okay.
Remember? Fry said he's having a headache with pictures, and then Leela says an idea, and he goes,
That's cool. I fucking love Futurama.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's a great quote. I can't even remember that. Headache with pictures. No, no, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, a headache with pictures.
No, the headache with pictures that I just had. It was like, that doesn't work at all.
Listen, it's funnier when things don't work sometimes.
Well, I was thinking like maybe their porn videos could like blow up and then they start to become like famous. So then they don't really want to be like in the videos anymore because. And then also Michael Cera's like trying to get with his girl, and he's afraid that she's going to find
the girl who he's turned super Christian.
Yeah. So they hire actors that look like them to play them in the porn videos. But then they still have to like act like there's a guy that kind of looks like Michael Cera and he acts like Michael Cera. Maybe we could get Jesse Eisenberg as like a cameo.
Yeah. Get Seth Rogen and Jesse Eisenberg to play the versions of.
Well, maybe that could be one of the big things about Pornhouse is it's really funny porn. Like they're just generally funny guys. So when they start like filming and stuff, they just come up with like really funny things, and the girls are always like laughing their asses off during it. And that's why they become famous because people can have a wank and like laugh at the same time.
Yeah.
So it gives it a good angle. Maybe that's why they become famous. It's like the world's first funniest porn.
Maybe the director guy could have like some porn actress who he's like. He obsesses over or something, and then you'd have like a scene where she'd be in his room.
Well, no, Michael Cera's trying to fuck his girlfriend, but obviously he gets an STD.
Let me say my thing.
Hold on. No, Jonah Hill, he is obviously Jonah Hill is Michael Cera's best friend. He wants to fuck one of the porn stars, and that's his goal at a porn.
No, I want him to have like a specific one, and then there'd be a scene where she'd be in his bedroom at night. He'd be like. Oh, what a crazy dream I'm having. And then Michael Cera's character would run in and start fucking her. And then be like, look, it's that girl you always like to fuck. That'd be kind of like the point where like their friendship starts to go downhill and it's just like...
Oh yeah,
you don't do that, man.
And that breaks up Pornhouse and then the whole thing starts to fail because it's not that funny anymore.
Yeah. You don't just... Like,
because it's their chemistry that works together.
Like, you weren't even filming it. You just found my dream girl and you just fucked her on top of me.
Because you need to have that point where they stop becoming friends. Maybe there's a scene where his girlfriend starts to like find out that he's filming porn, and then he's like, "You converted me to Christianity."
I think
for
that
no
she
reason.
should become like. Even crazy. She should go like Amish and like live without technology and all this other stuff. Like
and they both become Amish because he's like she starts using technology to like look on her phone or something, and then he's worried that she's gonna find the website.
He asks her to move in with him, but to a commune.
In an Amish community.
Yeah.
And he tells her that he's Amish, and she's like, "What? I can't do that." And then he starts like describing all the benefits of the Amish way of life. And like she gets on board, but she's like way on board.
And
then she's like, "Oh, you can't use like dental floss because that's technology and stuff like that." He's like, "What? I can't even use like floss. Can't brush my teeth and stuff like this."
I have to go to work.
Yeah, he sneaks out at night all the time to go and film Pornhouse stuff.
Yeah.
This movie would be great.
Yeah. It's a movie we could make, though. That's the thing. It's something that has such a simple budget of we just need a house.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a simple thing.
Well, I mean, maybe need to find an Amish community and ask them if they can deal with...
I feel like with that, you can just use like some farmland and like a shed or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, it won't even be an Amish community.
He just wants her to live in the shed far away from the internet. She's like, where are all the other Amish people? And they're like, they don't believe in living close to each other. Yeah. It's like, what, in the Amish community? It's like, yes. Yeah. This is a very aggressive Amish community.
Like, they're really in there.
Yeah, they try to be as secluded as possible. Yeah. Generally, they all just live by themselves. They don't even have families.
And then, like, he sets up like just like some sheds like nearby. And he puts scarecrows in them, and there's like candle lights on them. Like one night, one of them burns down or something, and he's like, "Oh no, our neighbor. Did you go try and talk to the neighbor? It's probably why. Just don't do that. Just stay away."
So,
if Jonah Hill and Michael Cera are in it together, and Michael Cera ends up getting HIV, which obviously blows into full-blown AIDS, does Jonah Hill also get AIDS from fucking the same porn stars as...
No, because he doesn't get to fuck them.
Oh.
It's just a constant, like, you know how it is, man. You know, we don't have time to do it all. You know?
Oh, and they make jokes that Jonah Hill's too fat.
Yeah, I can do
no
that.
one would want to watch that.
Like, because if there's like the third guy, the McLovin character, or whatever the fuck there'd be, he could be brought in for like stuff like, so, like if they're like, yeah, we're looking for like a scrawnier guy. You're already scrawny, yeah, but we need a
scrawnier.
Yeah, and then it's like, and then they just get like a big fat woman, and then it's like,
right.
We're trying to broaden our market appeal. We feel like the girls we've had are too attractive. Just being like really like shitbags and be like, so
there's a huge untapped market in
fat on tiny man. Big fat lady, tiny man.
You even bring in a midget at one point.
Yeah.
Like what's that guy from fucking Jack and Jill, Jackass?
Wee Man.
Wee Man, yeah. Bring in Wee Man or Peter Dinklage. That'd be great.
See, Peter Dinklage would do it. He was in Pixels.
Yeah,
he'll do anything. That man is in Game of Thrones. He's like one of the best things about Game of Thrones, for God's sake, and he's in Pixels.
Thing, yeah. Pornhouse.
Pornhouse.
Give us money to Pornhouse.
Yes. I genuinely will, like, if ever we become popular enough to genuinely kickstart this.
Yeah, no, I would totally make this. Who would you play? Michael Cera? We'd be called the actors' names. That's just the names of the characters. Michael Cera.
It would just be Michael and Jonah, but the whole joke could be like, yeah, it's Jonah Hill and Michael Cera. Yeah. We couldn't get those guys.
We just call the third guy McLovin.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember the actor's name.
Yeah.